Susan Cambridge before coming to Canada? Well, Susan Cambridge is an event manager for a number of years, over 15 years. I did some broadcasting. I was a radio and television presenter before. I was already very much invested in people, stories, lifestyles, and I came from a very multicultural background. As time went by and things got a little difficult, jobs got a little harder, I was sort of forced to be creative. And that is when the brainstorming of Lloydfest all started.
Welcome back. It's festival season and we're going to be talking about the Lloydfest, and we've got founder Susan Cambridge right here with us, talking with us. Susan, thank you so much for being here.
Thank you so much for having me, Judy.
I was
looking forward to this.
You were? Me too, actually. I'm glad. Last time I saw you, we were at the Canadian Canada Day Festival.
That's
there was
right.
So many different cultures and stuff like that. Let's talk a little bit about Lloydfest. Obviously, it's a baby of yours. You've been working hard for this. Tell us a little bit about what Lloydfest is all about.
Lloydfest is a more liberated version of that. Mm-hmm. And I say liberated because then you get all the multicultural groups coming together in an open space outside at the picnic shelter, as well as we want to have a street parade where people can actually vibes off of their own music, their own tune. So Lloydfest 2019 was an awesome success. For the first time, I had just about less than $10,000. Thankfully, a few sponsors came on board. I was not yet qualified for federal funding. I had to prove myself first. I had to organize a non-profit organization. I'm the president of that organization, and I had to run the full length and breadth of the event. The event manager, the communications manager, the marketing person, anything that you could possibly think about that had to do with Lloydfest. I had to do it totally, practically, all on my own and prove myself first. So that people can really, really appreciate what this Lloydfest was all about, bringing together the community spirit, the rich, diverse heritage of Lloydminster. And that was an ordeal all by itself, but beautiful and successfully done. In my position as president of the International Festival Lloydminster Society, we've won two awards for Lloydfest 2019. One from the African community for the award of the Unsung Hero, for which I'm thankful for them, and the River West Award for in recognition of culture, development and promotion. And so sometimes take comfort in the fact that all your hard work and your mission and vision sometimes is very well worth the while. Hello everyone, so I'd just like to post quickly today to tell you exactly how the procedure is going to run today for Lloydfest. We will have an absolute drive-in and park only. So you will drive in at this point here. You will be driving in at this point here. You will be allowed to park and you will stay in your vehicle. We will have someone come to you and take your order from one of our 5 food vendors. I had practically given up on not doing a Lloydfest 2020. But when you're very passionate about something, not everyone will understand your desire to jump through any hoop and every hoop to make it possible. And it was not so much of the fact that I had to, but I said to myself, listen, if this is a norm, the new norm that we are in, as an event manager, you really have to find a way to survive within the current situation. So yes, I went ahead and I did plan Lloydfest 2020. I had to really push, work hard, prove myself, prove my point to get what I needed to get so that I could have applied for the federal funding. But that's the reality of the story. I pushed, I got through, I was able to get some federal funding for 2020, but most important, I had to have an exceptionally good safety plan in keeping with COVID-19 and its safety guidelines. When I decided to do Lloydfest 2020, I looked at the bigger picture and I said, hey, this should be an event that showcased not just the diverse culture and heritage, but a bit about Lloydminster, where we live, the city, the lifestyle, the people. And this was the whole drive behind trying to do Lloydfest 2020 with a difference. Of course, COVID came. It was difficult times, and it was almost an impossible situation. Every festival that was planned, every event that was planned for the summer of 2020 was cancelled. Lloydfest was the only festival that made it through the rain. It made it through the rain with a successful live stream, over 25,000 given the situation. It made it through the rain with safety measures. People came out, they sat in their cars, they were served, the vendors came and served them. We had an enormous and amazing lineup of talent over the 2 days, and we were blessed with beautiful weather. Suffice to say, that was not easy. That feat was not easy because people told me I was crazy. It was impossible. I got a lot of opposition. I mean, some people were angry with the fact that I'm really trying to do this. Why don't I just be like everybody else and not do it? Well, guess what? I'm not everybody else. And when you're passionate about something and you see the bigger picture, my whole motive behind Lloydfest is to make sure that Lloydfest is one of the biggest festivals ever. Where do I go from here? I will just keep plugging. I would like to say thank you to those who put a little faith in me. We were able to do Lloydfest 2020 amidst COVID-19. So I will have to say yes to a very large extent. We beat the system, but not without a lot of hard work. I had a lot of sleepless nights, a lot of tears, a lot of times I think even my own family wanted to disown me because they said, listen, this thing is killing you. But you know what? I kept going on. And I believe as an immigrant, I came here to Canada, and it is important for me to make a difference. You may see the glory when you look at Lloydfest, but you don't know the story. Moving on, I will continue my passion and I will continue my vision, and I want everybody else to join me. If you can see that this has prosperity in it. The goal is to really make this bigger and better. So join me, Lloydfest 2020.